morning, children. Welcome to 6th standard social class. Students, I hope all are safe at home by God's grace. Students, today we are going to start a new topic, economics. Unit 1, economics and introduction. Economics and introduction. First, we should know the meaning of economics. Economics means early man. We start from beginning. Okay, early man, they nomadic. First they led a nomadic life. Nomadic life means they are not settled in proper place, they are moving place to place. That is called nomadic life. Afterwards, when they see the water, that is a river side, they settled because the soil is fertile, the soil is good, so they started to cultivate agriculture. Okay, they cultivate their food. So after cultivating the food, that is called crops. So after cultivating the food materials, they exchanging to other peoples. Without money, they one people they given their cultivation food, and other people they given their cultivation food. So without money, they exchanging the food materials. That is called barter system. Afterwards, they started buying things or selling things with money. With money, the producer, the farmer, the agricultural cultivate the food materials in their field. Afterwards, they grown up, they taken to the one place, and people go to the place, they give money to the farmers or shopkeepers and get the food materials from the people shopkeeper. That is called that place is called Sandai. Okay, like this, the exchange of food materials or some other materials from money, that is called economies. Okay, for money we are exchanging the different things, people's needs things, that is called economies. Okay, in this lesson we are going to see just introduction of economies. Okay, children, so this is a little conversation, because straight away we are not go to the lesson. The conversation, in this conversation, Kavin, Bimalan, their uncle takes place. Shortly I explained this story, children. The Kavin was a village boy. Kavin was a village boy. He came to town for holidays. So that people, the students or the friends go to park, they are playing. But the village boy is stood separately, quietly sitting. They are not mixing with other town peoples. So the uncle asked, why you are sitting alone? That boy said, I am a village boy, so they are not allow me to play with them. So afterwards the uncle explained everything, how the food materials cultivated in the village people, how they hard working, how they cultivate the food items. Afterwards, how it comes to in the Sandai or market, like this and all they explain. This is the story of this. Okay, we are going to see Sandai. We are going to see what is Sandai. What is Sandai? In villages, once in a week or month, all things are sold in a particular place at a specific time to meet the needs of the people. That is called Sandai. That is called Sandai. Now also we are telling now Ulavar Sandai. Ulavar means farmers. The farmers cultivate the grains, food items, vegetables, everything in the field. Afterwards, it comes to the Sandai. That is called Ulavar Sandai. So in villages, once in a week or month. For example, Friday means every Friday. Every Friday, the farmers come to the things to the particular place or month. All things are sold in a particular place at a specific time. Specific time means a particular time. Morning 6 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock. So that is the specific time to meet the needs of the people. To meet the needs of the people. Some people they want vegetables, they go to Sunday and get the vegetables. Some people they want to get fruits, they go to Sunday and get the fruits like this, no? So that is called Sunday. That is called Sunday. See the picture, children. So all things are sold here. Okay, vegetables, fruits, even mud pot also, cooking part also they are selling. Everything they are selling in this place. So people they give the money to the shopkeeper and get the things what they need. Okay, next one, consumer goods. Consumer goods. Consumer goods, the finished goods which are bought from the market to fulfill the daily needs of the consumers is called consumer goods. Example, rice, clothes, bicycles, etc. Consumer means, children, the finished goods. For example, I told you know, they cultivating rice. Farmer cultivating rice. After cultivation, they the rice comes to the shop. Okay, people go to the shop and give the money to the shopkeeper and get the rice. Like this all things. Okay, they fulfill the daily needs of the consumers is called consumer goods. Example, rice, clothes, bicycles, etc. So many things. Okay, next one, children, activity. Plan for a model Sunday. You have in the classroom, if we start the regular class, we have to do this. Okay, plan for a model Sunday. Ask the students to bring vegetables and fruits to the classrooms. One student, one vegetable or fruit can bring. Ask them to display like Sunday and stick the prices of the vegetables. So each people sit in a particular place. There they stick the paper. For example, brinjal 1 kg, 1 kilogram price. For example, 20 rupees means they have to write 1 kilogram of brinjal 20 rupees. Like this they paste it. Okay. Other class students can buy the vegetables. Through this activity, the students can get an experience of the value of goods, buying, selling, and a knowledge of profit, loss, demand, and supply. Okay, probably the Sunday should be profitable. The students learn to fix the selling price through which they can earn profit. So the students should know how we have to buy things like this, and all they have to know from Sunday. Next one, barter system. So this is the barter system, children. Barter system means one people give one kind of things, another people they give another kind of things. So they exchange, but they are not giving money, only the goods, only the things only exchange. That is called barter system. Okay, next one, the amount from the income which is left for future needs after consumption is called savings. What is the meaning of saving, children? Savings means the amount from the income which is left for future needs after consumption is called savings. Okay, so this savings is very important each and every human beings. each and every human beings. This is savings habit is very important. Okay. Next one. Next one, villages. We should know the meaning of villages. We should know the meaning of villages. How the village formed. In the early days, how the village formed. You know that early men who hunted and gathered food. Already we studied. Early men hunted and gathered food. Later learned to cultivate crops. Afterwards, they settled near the rivers. They started to cultivate crops. When they found rivers which provided them water, settled down permanently. People settled down permanently near the rivers. These permanent settlements were called villages. So people they permanently settled near the rivers. So that is called villages. Okay. Two peoples, after four peoples, after eight people, 16, like this is going on. So they make a villages. Agriculture remains to be the root of our economy even today. So agriculture is very important. So without food we cannot survive. Okay. So agriculture is very important. So agriculture is the root of our economy even today. Man has no limits for his demand and desire. So man needs many things. They need so many things they need. So that is demand and desire. Based on this, man started to learn new occupations. So they started to learn new occupations. Those who are involved in farming and grazing are called farmers or cultivators. Who are all the peoples involved in the cultivation of crops? They are called farmers or cultivators. Cultivators. Okay. Agriculture and industries are helpful in the economic development of our country. So, agriculture and industries are helpful in the economic development of our country. Our country's economy is based on three economic activities. Our country economy is based on three economic activities, that is primary activities, secondary activities and tertiary activities. These three activities is based. Okay. First one we are going to see primary activities. Primary activities. Primary means first stage, beginning. Okay. Primary activities. They are concerned with the production of raw materials for foodstuff and industrial use. Primary activities include. So, early men they started. Okay, what are the things they started? See, agriculture, cattle rearing, fishing, mining, collection of fruits, nuts, honey, rubber, resin, and medicinal herbs lumbering. So these things are called primary activities. What these our early men did? They did agriculture, cattle rearing. They keep a cow, sheep and all. Okay. Next fishing. They are fishing, mining and a collection of fruits, nuts, honey, rubber, resin and medicinal herbs and lumbering. Okay, so these are called primary activities. Okay, children. So these primary activities are very important because they produced, they cultivate our food items. So that is very, even today also primary activities are very important for our life. Okay. Is agriculture confined only to villages? What other works to do the villages do? Only they do the cultivation work. What are all the work they do? What will a village look like, uncle? Interrupted Inba. So the students are conversation. Agriculture is the primary occupation. Agriculture is the primary occupation. There won't be any kind of facilities like our cities. At the same time, they get their basic needs fulfilled easily. There are small shops, vegetables are grown in abundance, just like rice and pulses. Though the sugar that is added in our milk, coffee, and tea is produced in sugar mills. The raw material sugarcane is cultivated in villages. From chilies to mustard, all those provisions used for food are grown in villages. So, what are the food items we eat? No, so all things are cultivated in the villages. So, that is the primary occupation. Okay, children, we will continue the next class. Thank you.